Ndị be anyị kenekwanụ m unu. Asị m ka ụbọchị nketa mara na anyị na mma. Anyị si ka nke onye chikwelu ya zelụkwa. Anyị dịka o si dị, ihe a bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si were wetara onye bụ ozi. Unu je gị n'ugbu a n'iru akwụkwọ gbasata maka ya bụ ife na-ada na-akpọtụ na the old Eastern region ka anyị na-akpọ Biafra land, and ife na-eme na mba ụwa dị iche iche, and ife na-eme n'obodo a. Alright, ozi eji maka ya wee bịa bụ according to the Biafran activist weta ya bụ ozi as he quote. Breaking news. Tension hit Tinubu as Biafran finally meet US Congress about Nigerian breakup. Hear the news in details. This news, but according to the Biafran activist with Tereyabos, big pay attention to this clip. I am asking the Gesia Bifeto Sakwaya. You could feature Odin Kagabastama Yabife, or with the Nura Kumbase or Chinketa. Over to you, sir.
Religious freedom, as well as simply personal, economic freedom, political freedom. The fact of the matter is, though, when we talk about that front line of colonialism, Biafra, Amazonia, Somaliland, we're also talking about a response to genocide. The fact of the matter is, when we look at the modern history of Biafra and we see some of the room dedicated to veterans affairs, to honor the veterans of the Biafra struggle, the fact of the matter is that they did not start the struggle for Biafran rights. Nigeria did. Nigeria has agency. They have decision making. No one forced Nigeria to undertake the pogroms of 1966. That was a decision that was made in Lagos. And what we have seen, the struggle for freedom in Biafra, is a natural response to the repression, which is now more than 60 years old inside Nigeria, and especially with regard to Biafra. Now, we can talk about genocide. And unfortunately, what has occurred in Biafra in the late 1960s and so forth isn't the only case of genocide that the 20th century has seen. But what makes the history and the recognition of the Biafran genocide so important is this. When the Jews...
I have one now. You guys are Washington, D.C. On the Kaije boutique. I plan the full and new with the water. I need this. I know have in the city. Yep. I love you. Yep. On my way. Join us. Drop a prayer. I'll go for my.
But I see that Nigeria is not ready. They are not willing. Rather, they want to continue oppressing and suppressing and humiliating the people that hold the growth, that hold the heart, that hold the beating of this country called Nigeria. And those people are no other persons than the Biafrans.
The division of Nigeria is getting closer and closer. So what's your take as regards the lobbies finally acknowledging the Biafra? We saw in Amdekanu's Samanekpa Ojuku's, plaque on the table there, and this was shocking. What's your take as regards this?
Yeah, good evening, good night, and good morning, wherever you're watching us from. And the main one and the only Biafran evangelist, and I will continue to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Listen and listen good. It is too obvious for Nigeria nation currently now to be behaving the way they are behaving, especially the situation of things in regard to the issues of Biafra. If I were to be Nigeria, do you know what I will do? I will play a game of love. The game of love is to do what? To make sure that I use my two hands to embrace this marriage. Though, despite the fact that the marriage was not in agreement or in concord with the three tribes joined together, But with this now, I will embrace it with a full heart in order for peace to reign and for this country to become a great nation. But I see that Nigeria is not ready. They are not willing. Rather, they want to continue oppressing and suppressing and humiliating the people that hold the growth, that hold the heart, that hold the beating of this country called Nigeria. And those people are no other persons than the Biafrans. Now listen and listen good. I love what has happened and what transpired yesterday regard to the Biafra appearing before the Congress and tabling their case. Regard to the excess killings of the Biafrans, the Christians in all over the part of Nigeria per se. Do you know the massive of the Christians that died in Katsina yesterday? Do you know how many that they have killed? Do you know how many people that are wasted in the name of the other day? Was it not that Jesus or whatsoever? They said that they have killed somebody called Gentle the Yahoo. What did the Gentle do? Go and check. You will see the excess of innocent souls, the blood that is flowing, especially in the houses of Okigways. I don't know whether you're getting me. So I love what Robin is doing. Are you getting me? Mr. Robin Michael, I love what he's doing. And I love that Robin, what he's doing, and the movement that he has taken. The bold step that the Biafrans are taking all over the world, not especially today as we speak, as at yesterday, regard to what transpired yesterday. Before the congressmen, the matter have been tabled to their case. And the reasons why they should support this movement, this great nation, this great idea, the need for them to support it, and the need and the reason have been tabled. And we are waiting to see their response. And we are waiting to see their positivity. We are waiting to see the impact regard to what we have reported in their table. And let me tell you, these congressmen we are talking about are the congressmen, the people that have, some of them have visited Nigeria, they know and they understand what we actually say. They understand and don't know, they know what we are talking about. In fact, they feel us and they are feeling of their nose. Remember what I said earlier, this year, 2025, January 1st. These are the people who submitted a letter because they visited Nigeria unknowingly in the axis of Enugu, part of Nigeria. And do you know how they tag their letters? They tag it that the UN should try and visit Nigeria and sort out and talk to UK that they should visit Nigeria and sort out and make peace regarding on what is going on in Nigeria, especially in the southeast of Nigeria. They call it a bloody zone. A bloody zone. They wrote a letter to UN, they wrote a letter to EU, and they drop a note in their own Congress, America. Are you hearing me? This thing that I'm telling you is a fact. January 1st, 2025. Go and do your findings. Even as I speak again, my dear beloved brother, see, there is something that is going on now, which the Nigerian government is here to notify. More is fishing underground, which the Nigerian government is here to know until it becomes unveiled. Until they unveil it, that is when they will not know. Because this thing has gone beyond Cherekambia. It has gone beyond what a man, a man as a normal man can understand. Because Biafra is a spiritual. It is no longer on the physical game. Do you understand me? See, listen and listen good. What happened yesterday is part of what has been happening. Yesterday was not the first day. It has played before and it will still continue to play again because the justice that was planned or passed against Simon Ekpan was uncalled for. Imagine Mazen Namdekano, a man that did not commit only offense. If Nigerian government, one lawyer, he said his name is Obobolo. He said, you understand? He said if Nigeria can negotiate with bandits, that means Mazen Namdekano doesn't supposed to remain in the courts. He doesn't supposed to remain in DSS. He's supposed to be free. If Nigeria can negotiate with the banditry, even a man from Katsina that the defense minister, you understand, declared wanted from Katsina, to be precise, from Katsina. If that man could be declared wanted and today he's working freely and Nigeria is negotiating with him, so definitely Mazen Namdekano don't need to continue, not need to remain in DSS. You understand? And which is true. Imagine Mazen Namdekano telling them that he needs medical treatment, and they are playing with him. They are playing with his life. They are playing games. They are playing politics, and they think that they will succeed. And if anything happens to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria will just, feel that they will just go free like that. It's not going to work. Oh. It's not going to be easy. Until you kill a man, that is when you will now know that even that madman on the street has somebody. Do you understand me? Which I pray that nothing will happen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Do you understand me? See, let me tell you. You see why when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu submitted a letter of check-up hospitality, they were playing games and playing politics. And the congressman is aware of all this. Donald Trump is aware of all this. We are playing it politically, we are playing it diplomatically, so that nobody, no international bodies, no outside international forces will blame us in any action that may erupt if anything happened to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You understand me? So you cannot use because of one person and begin to unalive the innocent souls. And funny enough, look at the killing. And the people that are killing are the people that are causing mayhem in Nigeria, are the people you are negotiating. To the point that Federal Government, Republic of Nigeria now have joined terrorists in their payroll with the taxpayers' money. Who does that?
Because the federal government, maybe they are not happy with the way farmers are.
They are not happy. What is their duty as a government? What is their job as a government, and what is Sidious Musa doing as the chief of defense?
Okay, do you want Tinubu to be aggressive with them?
It should be. No, that is why it's transparent. It should be giving them milk.
Without bringing the solution.
Excuse me, we are talking about terrorists here. Hello? We are talking about terrorists here. We are not talking about good citizens here. There is a difference between terrorized people, terrorizing, causing harms, mayhem, insecurity in a state, and the people that are making peace in a state. So if these people can be, treated with milk and honey, why then should you keep somebody who have never unalived anybody? I want to know, please. Somebody should explain better to me. You understand? Somebody should explain better to me. If I'm making mistakes, somebody should please comment. I want to hear. I want to hear. Correct me. That is somebody like Tuji Bello. The other one they said na Pinkin. The other one they said is what is his name from Castina? Areru. All these people are doing what they are dirty games. Killing people, kidnapping people. Do you know that when we had new money, that time they said, use your money to buy your money. When we don't have a new money in our hand. Do you know that the first people that paraded Nigerian 1,000 naira mint was terrorists? These terrorists, they paraded in a large quantity of it. And federal government, Sidious Musa and Co, could not even get a hold of them. And this is a country, and this is the set of people you are negotiating with. But somebody is suffering in DSS custody for no just cause. And you think it is normal. You think it's a normal thing. Baba, no. And you think it's going to be funny. No. If you can negotiate with the Tuji Bello, if you can negotiate with all these bandits and they are working freely, free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That's it. Then the nonsense judge who is yet to graduate, if at all is a lawyer or a student, because I wonder what his teacher taught him. If passer can come to court, to that little place, that room and parlor, to judge and condemn Simon Ekpan, please, passer, in case you are not born when your country fail land, fight for their freedom, please ask your father, or if you don't have papa again, ask your uncle or any of your relation. Let them tell you the history, how Finland got their independence from Russia. Yes. They got their independence through exile. They got their independence through paying the system, the step which we are using by using your country. Simon Ekpa has never committed any offense. Is awareness a crime? I want to know, is awareness a crime? Is alerting people on information, is it a sin to you that you pass that naive judgment against Simon Ekpa? No, I want to know, how much did you collect to pass such judgment? As a justified lawyer, as a qualified, satisfied lawyer, or a judge, you call yourself, on which constitution of Finland did you stand to judge him like that? I want to know, please, prove it to me. I would like to know, because I am interested, too much interested. I want to know. Or you just collect money to carry charge and bail the way Nigerian judiciary have been pocketed by the government? Then you do charge and bail this because they have told you. No wonder he said that he did not do investigation. Rather, what he did was to act according to the information being fed by Nigerian government. Then I put it to you as Mr. George Passer. When somebody is fighting you, do you expect that person to give a full details of good about you? When somebody is your enemy, can he speak good about you? If you are to act based on information you hear, that means you are not qualified as a judge. But to take note that Biafra must stand, Biafra must come to pass, Biafra must have their freedom. The killing, the excessive killings of the Biafrans in Nigeria is becoming too alarming. We can no longer even talk about it because it has become a thing of the day. It has become a routine of the day. It's like when you put coffee by the side, every time you just zip it up. You just wake up, you zip it up. That is how it has become in Nigeria today. That every morning, a Christian, a child of God, the children of God must be killed all over Nigeria. And these people are no other people than the Biafrans. And Nigeria government is not helping, and neither are they ready to do anything. So long that person is Biafra, it's normal thing to them and it's nothing before them. And because of this, that is why we say we want to go. Give us Biafra.
The truth is finally out. Now that the Finnish government has declared the CDS of Nigeria, Musa, a terrorist now, what is the next phase of the lie? What lies can the government tell Nigerians? Now that Simon Ekpa is no longer in the picture, because it has always been pictured that Simon Ekpa is the cause of insurgency in Southeast, and now that insurgency has stopped in Southeast, and now that the Finnish government has vindicated Simon Ekpa, that those sponsoring insecurity and terrorists in the country are those some persons in the military. Now, where would CDS Musa bury his shame? Because a group of people are saying we want to exit the country. Because the Igbos are saying they are tired of the contraption called One Nigeria. That this One Nigeria, it will not work, and then it has never been working. It has been a country full of lies, propaganda, and shame. That has always been how it is from. So I am not surprised that the Finnish government has now come out to say CDS Musa is a terrorist for all the atrocities he has been, for all the atrocities he has committed, in disguise of pretending to keep One Nigeria. And that One Nigeria has caused a whole lot of catastrophe in the country. Just some days ago, a notorious bandit that was declared wanted was seen in Katsina State with top government officials going for peace talk between Mazi Samonepa and that terrorist. Who is more deadly? Who is more deadly? But here we are today. Mazi Kanu is still in detention. Kanu is still in detention because of the Igbophobia, of the hate. If Samonepa happens to be from the Fulani extraction, Samonepa would not be a terrorist. I can beat my chest because we've seen Fulani militias that have been given amnesty. We've seen Fulani militias that have been integrated into the society. Now that Finland are waiting to the ICC, Nigeria should immediately hand over CDS Musa for custody. Because the French government have done their own findings too. And they've seen that something is pushing under the ground. That this man has a connection with these Fulanis, has a connection with these bandits, has a connection with these terrorists. So if they are sincere, they should hand over CDS Musa to ICC for questioning.
Ndị be anyị ngwadalụ ole nenu dịka unu si wee na-esola n'iru akwụkwọ n'ihe nka anyị na-eme na Eastern News 24. Ka efi were ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile nọ n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Ka efi wee ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife drọpụrụ ife iche n'ụdị nke gị ngwa nke mesịa na ụmụnne m.